Tá bem, né?
Back to work. Hello. You gotta go and you have to do something, so. Hello, guys. No trimming before the game.
It is Saturday night in Denmark. It is game 3 of our triple header from Royal Arena. And with all due respect to the previous 2 games today, this could be the best. The first game of this tournament for both Slovakia and Czech Republic as they go head-to-head. Always a great rivalry. And more importantly, we were walking over, Mike Johnson and I, to the rink at about 10:30 a.m. this morning local time. And the fans were already at the beer gardens. Face painting was on. Let's be honest, the beer drinking was on, and they were ready for a great show, and we're ready for a great game as we meet the starting netminders. There was Pavel Franzus getting the start for the Czechs in his 5th men's Worlds, and there is Marek Chiliak starting for the Slovaks, plays for Kometa Brno in the Czech Extraliga. Puck drop about to get underway, and what are you expecting, Mike Johnson? It's a great crowd, about 13,000 in the house, I would say sold out.
Energy, electricity, and lots of pace and intensity for this one.
Czech Republic in the red jerseys, Slovakia in the white jerseys, and Ratko Gudas moves it up early for the Czechs. And an early whistle. It's going to be tough to hear the whistles in this building tonight.
Just get a sense of the crowd. Will be singing, dancing, chanting non-stop, as this building right now is what the World Championships are all about. It's when it's most fun to be on the ice.
Top line for the Czechs, Faksa, Haika, and Chervenka. And Roman Chervenka, a name you'll recognize from the North American play as well. He's been around internationally for a long time, wearing the C, a veteran player. And Andrej Sekera, the Edmonton Oilers, wearing the C for Slovakia. He's wearing number 2. Last time both these nations medaled back in 2012, silver for Slovakia, Czech Republic winning bronze that year in Helsinki and Stockholm in 2 different countries. And it's Michael Tchaikovsky calling for some help. He'll drop it off for Martin Fehervary. And they nearly turn it over. Good jobs from the Czechs early to apply some pressure. It is held into the near wall, and one player goes down in a early whistle, and a lot of whistling you'll hear over here in Europe. That's because the fans aren't happy, and you'll see that Mikus is down, slow to get up.
That was Dmitry Yashkin, St. Louis Blues, finishing Mikus. And a little slow to get up there, although the facial expression suggests that he is going to be fine. As plays the puck up the ice. No, Yashkin, who is a big, strong man, takes him right off his feet, puts him horizontal into the glass.
Well, they've both been waiting a full day and basically a half to get their first action in the first game for both the Czech Republic and Slovakia. A couple nations already with 2 games under their belts. Centering pass out in front, and that's picked off by Patrick Smetana. A couple of good young players out on the ice on both sides. Number 98 for the Czechs, Marty Neches, first-round pick of Carolina, and Philip Hedl as well, a first-rounder of the Rangers in 2017. So a couple of great players. 98 is Neches, and 72 is Hedl.
High-end guys that are young, mixed in with some wily veterans. Both these teams have a neat mix of players. Combination NHL players that are no longer in the playoffs, plus fair share of European players.
Face off to the right of Pavel Franzus. Led the KHL in save percentage 2 years in a row. Also saw him at the Olympics in Korea.
Those numbers are ridiculous. 946. I don't care what league you're in, how much defense they play like they may do in the KHL. You still have to stop the puck when it comes towards you. That's 19 out of 20, 38 out of 40 every single game. That's average. It's incredible.
Marchenko accepts the pass as he chips it towards the corner. Promises to be a very physical game early as both these nations feel each other out. A little bit of room for Kubalik, puts on the brakes of the blue line, bounces off his skates in front of the net, and then chipped into neutral ice area. And that's Sulak, quick to move it up ice. Backhand in front. Oh, nifty little move, and it swung through the blue paint. Great opportunity early from Dominik Kubalik, but he missed wide right through the crease. And with a little bit of pressure early, Marek Chiliak decides to cover up, and a nice chance for Kubalik.
Really nice transition play. Beautiful saucer to space from Toms Plekanec. And Kubalik trying to open up. Chiliak not able to do so when he goes all the way back and out the back door without even putting a shot in on net. He's looking for 5-hole, which might have been available, but he missed it by a fair margin off a really nice transition play.
Hedl, Horak, and Kusal out. I love how they list the lines in international play. They're listed as the 4th line, but it's pretty good players on this line, led by the youngster Hedl, who's fun to watch. Just 18 years of age, one youngster getting an opportunity to shine on the world stage, and it feels like we're in Bratislava or maybe Prague, as this crowd is alive. Our best crowd we've had so far at the brand new Royal Arena. Chance in the far circle, picked off and started up ice by Kristoff, as he has to have his head up, looks, and sends it across. Ferraveri having trouble getting out of the zone. Nice job and a steal. That shot didn't get through, as Robert Kusel was tracking towards the net, looking for a scoring opportunity.
The Czechs have a reputation for being a pretty passive team up ice, but to start this game, they have been jumping all over Slovakia in the offensive zone.
Martin Ferraveri starts the play up ice. Quick shot and a stop, as that was let go by Mikus. As Franzus made the stop. Andrei Sekera advances the puck up ice for Slovakia. Roman Chervenka, the captain, back for the Czech Republic. Starts things off behind his own goal line. Long stretch pass up ahead. Haika in, pass across and fanned on by Faksa. Radek Faksa had a wide open look, but it hopped right over his stick. Back the other way, in front, bouncing puck and another chance. As Mikus, his second good chance in the opening few minutes. That shot didn't get through as that was knocked down, and what a pace as Haika back on it. He slings it across, long shot steered into the corner as Faksa and Haika. They've been creating early on. Nice jump here for the Czech Republic. Andrei Sekera up into the neutral zone as he moves that up. Smetana around the net, and he's getting bumped as Sulak is meeting him. Pass swung up to the Janasik. His shot from distance missed. Pile up in front and a couple players in the crease. Long shot, and just getting enough was Pavel Franzus for a stoppage.
Back and forth we go. Chances at both ends. The best one, maybe this 2-on-1. What a stretch pass to Haika, and he has to pass this one hard to get it through Sekera. He does just that, and right through the wickets of Radek Faksa. Any kind of sweeper towards the net probably would have beat Ciliac, as the pass was that hard and not able to connect.
Face off to the right of Pavel Franzus in a great pace early. Couple offensive chances at both ends, and that'll be icing. So face off to come back in front of Franzus.
See, get a sense of the atmosphere in this crowd. And you can't, because the colors of the countries are so similar, you're not even sure which section is Slovakia, which section is the Czech Republic. They're all blended together. Seems predominantly Czech Republic flags, but it is awesome.
Well, as Czechoslovakia, 6 gold, 12 silvers, and 15 bronze, and obviously now both separate nations. The Czech Republic, 6 gold, 2 silver, 5 bronze all time. Slovakia, gold, 2 silver, and a bronze. As they will be both great competitors in Group A here in Copenhagen. Nice move behind the net. Pass out in front, broken up. Another chance is Thomas Plekanec, the veteran. Nice work early out there with Michael Repik. Repik waits, spins, and gets it to the near corner. Repik is still on it. Repik, little dish, near wall. Cutting in was Jordan. That was broken up. Another shot in tight, and that stopped. Good possession now from the Czechs. As Kubalik was parked in front, got that good shot off, but a nice stop from Ciliac. Atmosphere electric. We're used to Latvia. They're in the other group, but the drums, I think they brought them along for this game as well. Even during warm-up, it was loud in this building, non-stop. Yurko battling in the corner for the puck. As they continue to grind on that near wall, and finally brought out by the Czech Republic. As Hidl advancing it over the blue line. They continue to press. Filip Hidl, 18-year-old, giving chase.
To be young and foolish, he just grabbed his glove that he dropped up by the far blue line and not get engaged in puck battles with no glove on. Your fingers will not like that.
Gotta learn your lessons, right, Mike?
Yeah, you don't want to learn them with broken fingers, though, which you'll get.
Bakos, Martin Bakos, in his second men's worlds, battling for Slovakia in the corner. Janosic Pinching in from the blue line, centering pass in front, picked off. Into the neutral zone is Cervenka. Looking for some room, Roman Cervenka. 16 goals all time at the World Hockey Championship. Long shot, and that missed the mark as Libor Sulak battling defensively. Faksa picks it up and swings it down to Pulisic. Adam Pulisic. 5th round pick of the Canucks back in 2010, playing in his first Men's World. We saw him at the Olympics in Pyeongchang. As he swings it up to Radko Gudas. Plays for the Philadelphia Flyers. Finishing his 3rd full season with the Flyers, 16 points in 70 games. As the Slovaks move it up ice, led by David Bondra. Bondra's taken down, he's down on the ice. And a penalty to come. David Bondra, son of Peter Bondra, the NHL great.
Gudas is not having anything of it.
Team Czech, number 3, 2 minutes for interference.
Saturday night in Copenhagen, building is bumping. Royal Arena. And our final matchup of the evening, Czech Republic, Slovakia. Radko Gudas in the box. So power play time for Slovakia. Long shot, tip, scores! Tipped in front, Yorko might have got a stick on it. 1-0 Slovakia on the power play.
Starts with winning a face-off, and Slovakia does that with a little help. Pop it back to Sekera. He shoots it in there, and the high slot tip from Christoph, unstoppable. Really well done. Not too much velocity on this one. That one's going wide, but he puts it towards the bodies, and Christoph with a nice touch back against the grain. And Franchus has no chance whatsoever. And that's how you make Radko Gudas pay. If he wants to play physical, he wants to take a run at a guy trying to stay on side. You go out there and score a power play goal and take the lead.
Michael Christoph, a nice tip in front. A lot of traffic in front of the netminder. As Pavel Franchus didn't see it. Thought Yorko's skate might have touched it, but it was clean in. A beautiful tip by Christoph. So a power play goal as Slovakia strikes first. And as you mentioned, it's hard to tell which fan base is really in what part of the arena. Red and white and blue everywhere.
Christoph starts it with a one draw, a little support by Ladislav Nagy inside to pop it back to Sekra. And the wrister, which is more for the tip than an actual shot, in perfect spot for Christoph to knock in. And the #1 center for Slovakia gets his team on the board.
Nice shot from the captain, Andrei Sekera. Approaching 700 career NHL games, over 230 points. Great playoff run as the Edmonton Oilers went deep a couple years ago. Fortunately, he tore his ACL. Great to see him back healthy and now competing for his country.
Getting a little extra ice time this year for himself because he only got to play half the year with that knee injury.
And there is Sekera moving it up ice for Slovakia. Back to Radko Gudas, who's obviously back on the ice. A brief penalty served with a quick goal in the power play from the Slovaks.
And Sal was looking for a penalty in the corner, suggesting he's cut in his nose after being tangled up with Tchaikovsky, a much larger man. Now Tchaikovsky, 6'3" and change. Husal, not that at all, and he got a bit of an elbow in the nose.
Czechs control off the face-off. Hronik swings it across the ice for Cervenka. Roman Cervenka skates in, trying to dig the puck loose. Kept it on the far wall, long shot, steered aside into the corner, a collision.
That's Cervenka got away with a pretty good cross-check on Mikush, right in front of the net.
Marek Chiliak took a little bit of a bump. He's all right, back up and ready to roll the net once again for the Slovaks.
That's an edge to this game early on.
Just a different intensity in the building we haven't felt yet. Inside shot, and again, Chiliak answers the call. Nice stop. Roman Cervenka has to hustle to the other side as Slaninka keeps it in. Down to Cervenka as he lets it go. Haika there. Haika racing towards the puck. It's flipped high and down into the Czech Republic zone. Should be icing, and it is, so the face-off to come all the way down the ice.
Slovakia doesn't seem worried about icing the puck, taking the guarantee clear and a reset in the defensive zone face-off as opposed to a turnover. And we heard Bob Airy in the pre-game talk about Craig Ramsey being the coach, defensive-minded guy, and trying to get his team to button down defensively.
What do you make of the officials in the face-offs early on in this tournament?
Drop the puck already, Uncle. No, that's the player in me. You know what? Establish the standard in the first couple days. Players are smart enough, they'll adapt as they go along. We shouldn't see so many guys getting kicked out as the tournament goes along.
That was brought in just offside as Nechas was a little bit over that blue line as Yaskin was cruising in.
I think Dmitry Yashkin has the chance to be a real big-time player for the Czech Republic. He's got all the physical tools. He shows them every now and then with St. Louis in the NHL. But he's got it in him, and maybe playing in a more offensive role for the Czech Republic in this tournament, they can come out.
Puck fired in around the boards, and giving chase is Repik. Repik battling in the corner with Therveri. Repik falls, gets back up. He continues to get pushed from behind. Repik swings it behind the net, centering pass in front. And Thomas Plekanec was looking for an opportunity. Czechs pick it off in the neutral ice area. Nice job from Kubalik as he moves up ice. Kubalik lets it go. Plekanec in the area. Settled down in the near circle and swung across for the Granic. Who advances out up ice. Michael Jordan. Spelled Michael Jordan, but it's not Jumpman, obviously. It's Jordan, the defenseman.
When he played for the Carolina Hurricanes, he was 100% Michael Jordan. On every billboard in town, Michael Jordan's playing tonight.
Whatever sells tickets, right? You gotta do your marketing.
Absolutely. And Andre Sekera, who really has been a good player for a long time. LA, Carolina, Edmonton. Excellent skater. Playing against him, that was always a challenge. He was so fleet of foot that he was tough to get pressure on. Low center of gravity, so he could really stop on a dime. And as his game has matured, he's been a nice player in the NHL for a long time.
Third-round pick of the Buffalo Sabres back in 2004. And Sekera back on the puck. He slings it around the boards to the far wall, chipped out. Hustling back is Libor Sulak, who moves it up ice and was looking to maybe catch the Slovaks with a too-many-men call. We've seen that a few times in this tournament already in the early stages. A little bit different from the National Hockey League. A lot of these players obviously have played in Europe for a long time. The home run pass right on the money, and Chiliak had to be alert, made the stop. Crease violations, a little bit more ice to play with, line changes. Obviously face-offs, they watch a little more closely.
Same game, just a couple nuances that are a bit different. The biggest difference when you come over is the width of the rink. Standard NHL rink is 85 feet wide, and international ice surface is 100 feet wide. Maybe 15 feet doesn't sound like that much, but it feels like a lot when you're chasing the puck around.
Filip Hronek chips and chases as he's getting that deep into the corner. As Faksa tries to spin and keep it in, it comes back into the Czech zone. So again, Hronek settled down behind his own net, and Pavel Francouz swung up on the near wall and just a step offside. It's Nečas. One nothing. Slovakia leads. Welcome back inside Royal Arena, a brand new facility. Opened up last year. About 20 minutes from the international airport in Copenhagen. We're also about a 30-minute train ride from Malmö, Sweden. The Swedes in this group as well, and they get great fan support. But nothing like we've seen yet when it comes to this crowd tonight. Czech Republic, Slovakia. Worth mentioning as well, Slovakia will host this championship in Bratislava, one of the main cities. The championship round will be held. Always a great tournament over in Europe, and for our viewers back in North America, TSN NHL Network, if you get a chance, you love hockey, it's worth checking out. Tough angle shot hits the side of the net, and for a second, puck's lost. They jam away in the crease. Still no whistle, as Pavel Francouz had lost it, and sometimes you just gotta fire it on net, hope something good happens, and it nearly did.
That's exactly what Slovakia was trying to do. Sharp angle shot towards the net. Francouz just loses track of it. Boots is banging away at it. Katana puts it in there, and Francouz notes at the side of the net with all the sticks banging around. It's out to the front, trying to get it clear, but the referees let them play this out for a very long time. With this many bodies, it's amazing that the whistle did not go.
Puck comes behind the Czech Republic net to the near wall. Theraveri pinching in, he lays the body, tries to keep it in. Swung it by Marchenko, and a chance, quick shot, and that just misses as Lucas Singel got a pretty good shot off. Bouncing puck, and that one was kind of a knuckleball coming in hot, but Eric Chiliak made the stop.
Singel has this loose puck, and he's looking to pass it because he's kind of off stride, off balance, and finally he's like, you know what, I got this much room, I better shoot this thing. And he puts it through Francouz, gets underneath the blocker, off the body, and off the crossbar as well. And Francouz, who is usually so solid, fighting in the last couple of sequences.
They'll reset on the face-off to the right of Chiliak. Controlled neatly by Slovakia as they move it up ice. Pass ahead for Christoph, that was picked off. Christoph continues to skate after the puck. Another turnover. Swung up ice. There's a drop pass. Shot, rebound in front is Ladislav Nagy.
Lots of stuff lying around the crease on Francouz.
Here comes Thomas Jurko winding it up now for Slovakia. He'll chip and chase and go behind the net as he races after the puck. Long stretch pass up ahead, and Janosik has to hustle back. That'll be whistled down as Janosik was there, and young Marty Nečas watching him.
Is Martin Nečas, first round pick, 12th overall to Carolina. Played one NHL game last year against Edmonton. Spent most of the year playing for Brno in the Czech Premier League. Super slick player. speed offensively, inclined, and just needs to mature a little bit. Grow and get a bit stronger, and he'll be in the NHL in no time.
He was awesome in Buffalo World Juniors, 3 goals, 11 points, and a star for the Czech Republic. Long pass up ahead for Tomáš Hajka. And again, it's whistled down as Hajka didn't get there in time. Janosik back.
Polishek making some low percentage plays, just firing that puck all the way down. We get our first look at Josef Jandac, the coach for the Czech Republic. Ties askew, collar ruffled as he is fully engaged into this game.
Started his coaching career actually in Korea back in 1994. He's going to leave the Czech national program next year and go to Magnitogorsk and coach in the KHL for the Metal Alert team. Was just in that city for the under-18 Worlds, and awesome building, real good fan base. They love their hockey. They're very passionate, and crowds a lot like this one. Long shot from distance, bouncing puck. Didn't find its way on net. Matko Gudas, neat little backhand. As the Czechs move it up ice as Jordan tried to move it up. Picked off by Ferveri. Ferveri was looking for someone to redirect that on net. Whistled right through. Turnover in tight to the forehand. Nice stop in tight. Pavel Francouz shuts the door up top, and then some pushing after the play as that was Hasek laying the body. It's a 1-0 hockey game. Michael Kristoff, the only goal in this hockey game so far, just over 5 minutes to go in the first period of play. Slovakia 1-0 lead on a nice tip in front by Kristoff and a shot by Andrej Sekera. The captain picks up an assist. Thomas Plekanec, longtime NHLer to take the draw.
Dust off his old Montreal Canadian gloves to wear. It's always one of the concerns when you play internationally. If your gloves don't match your uniform, the guys like to go to their club team gloves because they're all broken in.
It's still weird seeing him in the playoffs for the Leafs. So many years with the Montreal Canadiens, then going over to a rival for that playoff run. And Boston ended in Game 7. Turnover in the corner. High bouncing puck. Comes into the near wall. Fired it back behind the net once again. As Repik gets pinned along the boards behind the net. Plekanec in the vicinity. Slung to the front of the net and chipped and out of play for a stoppage. Bit of an edge in this hockey game, a little bit of bumping and shoving after the play, and well, happy fans, I'd say plural. Yeah, there's the puck. Dropped his beer for it, but he's got it. Right on. Remember the Worlds in Prague, and it was Jaromír Jágr's final year representing the Czech Republic internationally. And I don't know what I saw more of, the Pilsner beer or Jágr jerseys. I mean, that city was alive, and Jaromír Jágr was an absolute star, and still is. You see his jerseys all over this arena. Back to the point, shot. And that is kicked aside just in time by Chiliak. Cervenka works it down low as the puck battle continues behind the netminder. Into the near corner. And that's Hajka working, gets it back up to the point. Long shot tipped, and that's high over the glass to Sulak with a good drive from distance. Puck battle continues behind the net as Chiliak looking over his shoulder. Nice job from Fox. Got to try, get it out. Comes all the way to the blue line at the far wall, kept in. And might have bounced onto the bench or a hand pass there down low.
Well, a glove pass there. Good offensive zone pressure from the Czech Republic as Slovakia is battling hard, collapsing it down around the front of their net. Craig Ramsey wants them to, but when you do that, lots of space in the high slot, lots of space at the points. You're gonna concede that to give support down by the goal.
Craig Ramsey signing a 2-year deal, a big reason, as mentioned, as Slovakia will host the Worlds next year, so he's obviously invested. Olympics, this championship, and next year in Košice and Bratislava. Putting on the brakes is Horak, who sends it down low as he goes towards the net after handing that pass off. Husal behind the net. Husal leaves it under 4 minutes to go in this first period. It comes out of the zone, so the Czechs will have to check up. It's touched off and offside.
Kel Jordan trying to hang that one inside the blue line. Couldn't handle with one hand. Let's keep that play onside. So for Slovakia, they really want to get out of this period up 1-0. The Czechs have had the run of play. It's been more often in the Slovakian end. But if they're able to finish off the next 4 minutes, feel very good about the 1-0 lead after one.
Nechas taking the draw for the Czechs. He engages over the blue line. The puck sitting on the line comes back out into neutral ice, controlled by the Czech Republic. Under 4 minutes to go in this first period. Entertaining period. Chances from both sides. There's a steal of the blue line. And the fans are engaged as Estrasal spins and fires it up ice. Drag move to the forehand. Rebound try, and that's kicked aside. Nice drive from Jaskin going to the net hard. And the rebound kicked out by Chiliak. Jaskin back to work in the corner. Releases the puck. Nechas swings it across to the far circle. One-time shot, and that was found on by Moricic. Failed to get a good shot off. And you wonder, Mike Johnson, how the ice conditions will be.
Yes.
We had a pre-game skate early in the morning, and this is our 3rd game here at Royal Arena.
So far through this period, I must say, it looks like it's holding up pretty well. Puck's not bouncing around that crazy.
Here's a turnover to the blue line. Quick strike, didn't get through. And one more time, sent up to the point. That shot knocked down in front is Kubelik's buzzing. Kubelik has it, sends it around the boards one more time for Repik. Repik, the backhand down low. The Cannons battling hard to the far corner, and finally the Slovaks just trying to ease the pressure a little bit. Picked off though, and having to just hold up, otherwise would have been offside, was Kristoff, the goal scorer. Otherwise he was in with space. Had to put on the brakes at the last minute as Kristoff looks to chip it back into the corner. Thomas Yurko takes a poke at it, and then a big collision, and oh boy, that could be a knee, as Libor Sulak was taken down, and he is still down. Is that knee on knee, Mike, or you think hip?
Felt at first blush more like shin on shin as Ladislav Nagy came storming off the bench. Looked at a finish on Sulak. Great look from the ref cam here. That's pretty close to knee on knee as Sulak's jumping to the inside. Ladislav Nagy misses. And drags that left leg. And we saw a 5-minute penalty in the last game. And it would not surprise me at all if this is a 5-minute and a game for Ladislav Nagy. The refs confirm. Take a look at one last chance by the Czech Republic.
Team Slovakia player, 2 minutes for kneeing.
Well, they just left it at the 2 for kneeing. It's good to see Sulak stay on the bench.
So you're a longtime teammate of Ladislav Nagy. Is he that kind of player? Is he a dirty player?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
When he's got a lot of edge to his game. Not dirty, but chippy, feisty. We were teammates for about 5 years, line mates for 3. My best 3 years in the NHL, his best 3 years in the NHL. Laddie and I go way back to Arizona with the Coyotes. Amazing to still see him playing in Europe. I've been retired 10 years.
Over 400 games in the National Hockey League. And here we go, power play time as the Czechs, they set it up with under 2 minutes to go in this first period, down by 1. Swung back up to Budas. Cervenka. Cervenka near circle. Ratko Budas gives it back to him. Cervenka goes down low, gets it right back. In the slot, that shot tipped it. Goes behind the net as Haika was the trigger man, but he missed the mark. Nice job from Budas to hustle, keeps it in, swings it to the far circle, but turned over and then shot directly into the bench, so the faceoff should come back into the Slovakia zone.
Amazing how much that little pass down on the goal line opened up, because all the Slovakians were worried about the guy in the back door, the player on the goal line who might walk, and that opened up Haika in the middle all by himself.
So the power play continues. 1 minute, 18 seconds remaining. Another nice win from the Czechs off the draw. Down to the far circle. Back up top. Orbici sends it across. Another pass in front, tipped, and they jam away. And as usual, pushing and shoving after the fact.
The ref's gonna take one though. He's gonna take Yaskin for the poke at the goaltender.
And you called this, Mike. We've seen a lot of this the first few games, and you called that eventually you're gonna start to call guys out.
That's not much of anything, but if you want to stop the scrum, you want to slow down the chippiness. Here you see the little, that's a tap into the pad.
2 minutes for slashing.
That is a tough one for Dmitry Yaskin to stomach. Ending the power play. He tips the puck in, that's a good save. Does he have it sealed? If that's a slash, we're in for 1,000 penalties tonight.
Well, you got about 13,000 officials in the crowd right now.
Saying I respectfully disagree.
So the period now will end, well, more than likely 4-on-4. Yaskin in the box as the puck comes behind Franzus. Moved up ice by Pulisic. Turnover, and the Slovaks back to work. Jurko. Thomas Jurko. Back to the point. Long shot. Knocked down in front. Didn't get through. And here's Kusal starting to play up ice. Kusal gets it across. Hops over the stick of Horak. With 27 seconds to go, and Horak is pinned. Robert Kusal trying to help him out. It just comes out of the zone. And the Czechs will start again. Ratko Budas plays pass. Moves it up ice. Kubalik driving in and handled easily by Marek Chiliak.
Kubalik can really shoot the puck. Wherever he goes, he's a trigger man. A little bit in Switzerland this year, a little bit in the Czech Republic. 25+ goals combined in both countries, which tells you that he likes to put it on net. Releases this one from far out through the feet. Faravari and Chiliak with the squeeze.
Played with Sudbury and Kitchener in the OHL. In his first men's world, off the draw, shot, big stop inside, rebound, 2 great saves. Chiliak holding down shop in the dying seconds of this first period. And if not for Marek Chiliak, this could be a tie hockey game or even worse. But after 20 minutes, it is Slovakia hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Your intermission to come.
Slovakia player, 2 minutes for knee.
It is day 2, IIHF World Hockey Championship, and our final game of the evening, a 1-0 advantage for Slovakia. Both netminders were solid in that opening 20 minutes. The one goal from Michael Kristoff made it 1-0. Assist to Nagy and Sekera. Shots 12-8 in favor of the Czechs. Mike Johnson, who stood out to you in that first 20 minutes?
You know, I thought Thomas McKennett had a nice period for the Czech Republic, generating things down low. Radek Faksa had a couple looks as well. And the goaltending, Chiliak, for sure, for the Slovakian team, very solid in that first.
So we start 4-on-4 as Nagy about to come out of the box and now is.
Quick 50-second power play for Slovakia. After Dmitry Yaskin got a slashing penalty for a very gentle tap into the pads of Ciliak after he made a save. See if Slovakia, who scored their only goal on the power play, can go 2 for 2.
As the Czechs control off the draw, Radko Gudas fires it back down the ice as Chiliak will settle it down. Andrei Sekera behind his own net. He's been named a top 3 player every time he's competed at the World Championship. And this is 7th appearance at the Worlds. Trying to get things going on the power play here for Slovakia. As Nagy out of the box sends it back for Sekera. That's intercepted. They'll have to try one more time, and the Czechs are changing. Ladislav Nagy moves it up ice. Gets the puck back from Jurko. Nagy sends that across to the far circle with just 6 seconds to go in this power play. Time winding down. That shot bouncing right in front. Corralled by the Czechs. Fired down the ice, and that should do it. As the penalty comes to an end, Yaskin's out, battling for that puck. Turnover, in tight to the backhand, scores! How slick is that? Dominik Gulabik scores to make it a 1-1 hockey game.
And Kubalik tried to open up Ciliak once in the first period in goal 5. Well, he missed. He generates this chance with a good hard forecheck on Ladislav Nagy. Knocks him over, wins a battle, and then beats his cover back to the front of the net. And Ciliak trying to go post to post, leave the stick dragging on the far post. And 5-hole open, he hits it this time to even things up. Nice finish, rewarded for his good work on the forecheck.
Dominik Kubalik, a 7th-round pick of the Kings back in 2013 in his first World Championship, his first goal in this tournament. Had 2 goals in 5 games in Pyeongchang. And he's on the board here in Copenhagen, Denmark in a 1-1 tie. As both fan bases, they are into it as David Bondra tries to get that puck out front. And no problem for Pavel Franzus. He'll cover up.
Name we haven't said too often, David Bondra, wearing number 12 for Slovakia. Yes, there is a relation, Father Peter Bondra, longtime great NHL player. And David, following in Dad's footsteps, plays in Poprad in Slovakia. Did spend a little bit of time in North America as well, but great to see number 12 in a Slovakian jersey once again.
His dad, Peter, in the IIHF Hall of Fame, over 500 goals in the NHL. You talk about the Czech Republic, one of the coolest moments of my career was being in Prague when Dominik Hasek went into the Hall of Fame, IIHF, in 2015. And boy, did he ever battle for the Czech Republic over the years, and what a career in the NHL as the Czechs. Trvenka slides that pass through, broken up. Bouncing puck goes to the far wall. Could do an entire show on Dominik Hasek. Hart Trophy, 6 Veznas, the pair of Stanley Cups, the list goes on.
Best goalie ever. Played goalie at a higher level than anyone ever has. Short period of time that he did it for, but better than anyone's ever done it before or since.
You know, these two teams met for a world title back in 2000 in St. Petersburg, Russia. Drag move is on, and it was Jaros trying to pull it through. 5-3, the Czechs won that one, the second of 3 straight world titles for the Czech Republic. 99, 2000, 2001, and what a run that one is of gold. And here in 2018, they're meeting in a very entertaining game here in Group A. Steneveri starts the play up ice, bouncing puck in the far circle, shot behind the boards. As the Czechs and Filip Chytil had it, lost it, but advances the puck up, and Filip Chytil's on the move in the corner. Backed up by Kusal. Is that stolen, and Sekera neatly chips it along the boards. Moving out up ice, a steal right in front, and unable to get a shot off right in the slot. There's Bakos. And finally the Czechs able to clear it. And it is loud in this building. It is loud.
Hard to hear the whistles. You see a little delayed reaction. The referee's blowing them a couple times at once. As you take a look at the goal here, Yaskin steps out of the box, immediately supports the puck, turns it over, and then Kubalik slipping at 5-hole. Such a pretty move for left-handers. Generally works better for lefties than righties. And Craig Ramsey not pleased with that effort by Ladislav Nagy.
Top line out there for Slovakia. Jurko, Christoph, Nagy. So Slovakia in a 1-1 tie now with the Czech Republic. Buchanan's in that puck battle on the near wall. Then he had his stick, him and Jurko. So they've battled the NHL a few times as well. Battling here at this World Championship. Buchanan's is back on that puck for the Czech Republic. Moves it up for Kubalik. It's picked off and sent back into the neutral zone. Cheek works the puck up ice. Cutting towards the net, backhand, tough angle, and that was steered aside. So many weapons on this Czech team as Libor Sulak swung to the point, shot, kicked, rebound in front as Libor Sulak was right there in front, but he couldn't hunt out that rebound.
That's been diving down by the side of the net, looking for a tip from the point shot. Ciliac at the top of his crease, beats the puck to the spot. Turns another one aside. Czechs have come out buzzing to start the second period.
Face-off controlled by the Czechs as Netchas hopped over his stick. And here comes David Bondra. Shot handled. Yaskin moves it up ice. He's rubbed out on the near wall. Linesman nearly took the brunt of that as well.
Yaskin's got to get a hit from behind there. Board on Deluga.
Another hit on the near wall as the hits are coming fast and furious.
Sulak's is a good one. Yaskin does not.
And Svitana felt the hit as well on the near wall.
Yandash can only shake his head as Yaskin goes back to the box. He picked up a pretty soft slash. This one not at all. You can't hit players right in the numbers. That's a dangerous spot.
Check penalty.
To finish a check.
2 minutes.
And Yaskin, no let up whatsoever. He is DeLuga full bore, awkwardly crunching him into the wall. He gets a well-deserved 2 minutes for boarding. In any league, that's not an IIHF call, that's a hockey call. And it's a good one. And that was followed up by this hit. Now that's a great hit. Sulak finishing hard.
So back to the power play. They have a power play goal in that first period from Michael Kristoff. Slovakia back to work. 5 minutes into the second period in a 1-1 tie. Nice moves from Sekera. Cutting in. That shot on point. Rebound in front. And a late whack. And you know they're not going to like that.
Well, it's not that. It's that Yaskin was given a penalty for exactly what Thomas Jurko just did. That's the issue. It's not that they're so offended that Francouz was tapped in the pads. It's that if you gave our guy on the power play a penalty for doing exactly that, how do you not give Jurko the same call? Same exact play. Carbon copy to what Yaskin did, and Thomas Plekanec are well aware of that, goes right to the referee. Looking for consistency. That's all they're looking for, consistency. The first one should have been a penalty, but if you're going to call it, you're going to call the second one too.
Canadian content in this game. One of the linesmen is from Canada, Dustin McCrank. He's wearing number 54 out there, so some Canadian representation. Slovakia back to work on the power play. And Sekera dumps it down low. In the Nagy. Working up top, Nagy, Sekera waits, fires, scores! Andre Sekera, power play goal! 2-1 hockey game.
The captain coming through again on the power play. Sekera using that wrister from the blue line to drift one past Francouz. Touch pass from Nagy gives Sekera lots of time and space. Look at that layered screen. My goodness, Plekanec, Gudas, and then Jurko in front, and Francouz can't see anything. Sekera head up, finding the hole, and beating Francouz over his blocker for the second power play goal of the game for Slovakia.
In this group, in their opening game, Russia was 3 for 3 on the power play, and look out, Slovakia off to a hot start as well when it comes to special teams as Andre Sekera, power play goal. In a 2-1 hockey game, he was on that team that won silver back in 2012 when they lost that gold medal to Russia. Watch out, here comes the Czechs, putting on the brakes and dropping it back to Moravik, who gets it down low. There's Roman Chervenka. A 2-on-1 battle behind the net as he tries to release that puck. Faksa with him, comes to the near wall. Swung back to the point. A shot from the far circle, high and into the netting for a stoppage. A power play goal has Slovakia leading 2-1. Andre Sekera power play goal has made it a 2-1 hockey game for Slovakia over in Herring, the other group. USA battling the host nation Denmark, and the United States leading that one 3-0. That's in the hometown of Freddie Anderson, the Toronto Maple Leaf. So a big thrill for him to come back home, not only play in his home country, but how about his hometown as well. It's about a 4-hour train ride west of here. Team Canada is also in that group. Quick turnover, shot. Oh, that was close. The backhand as Nestrasil with a great opportunity. Another chance in front. Shot swallowed up. And good flurry of activity as Dmitry Yaskin with that second shot. Nestrasil in the mix as well.
Strong on pucks for the Czech Republic as they try to counter this Sekera goal. And that's a great view of it. That's what the goaltender's looking at. And he sees nothing but Yurko and Gudis and Plekanec and no puck whatsoever. He's just trying to get as big as he can. And the head-up wrister release of Sekera has got the job done twice in this game.
And right off the drop, some speed as Smetana starts the play up ice. He drives towards the net as the battle continues on the far wall. As David Boots works it down low for Smetana. Swung back up to the points, and Terveri can't keep that in, and Robert Kusal was looking to break away. As Hedl on the ice, one of the youngsters on this Czech side. They got some good young talent coming up. And Nechas and Hedl, a couple teenagers playing at the World Championship. First-round draft picks. You have to think the Rangers and the Hurricanes can be pretty happy with those two men respectively.
It's pretty cool experience playing at the World Junior and the World Men's Championship in the same calendar year. You are in a rapid ascent up the hockey world if you can do that.
Nechas, Carolina, Hedl, Rangers. Very excited too for the upcoming draft in Dallas in June. Always fun to see where the youngsters end up as the Czechs move it and clear the zone after calling the under-18s in Russia. Be fun to watch those young men spitting. Chance there, broken up. Plekanec goes to work behind the net. American fans can be pretty excited about Jack Hughes, who is an underager, led the tournament in scoring. And he can return next year again at the U18s as the United States losing the gold medal to Finland. So Finland, the United States continue to produce great young players that will compete one day at this championship as well. We talk Czech Republic players. Filip Zadina, man, he is impressive as well. Somebody's going to get a good player in him.
Consensus top 5 guy. A lot of people saying 3rd overall.
Turnover behind the net as good battle continues. This Ashka fighting for that puck. The Slovakian Sidney Crosby wearing number 87. Cervenka, oh, nice little move. Here's Cervenka, quick shot, didn't get through. He drives towards the net for another opportunity, then bumps his man. Cervenka, what a shift. Back up to the point. Shot, that's whistled high and wide by Sulak. Missed by a country mile. But a ton of time, tries one more time. That misses the mark. And Slovakia moves it up ice. Jacek had it knocked off his stick, fired back in. As Pulisic sends that up ice. Nestrasil couldn't get there in time. And watch out, here comes the captain one more time, and Sekera, he gets taken down awkwardly behind the net, and he hustles back as he was in deep.
Yashkin plays a heavy game, doesn't he? Even when he's not trying to hit you, he just carries a lot of weight behind his contact.
You know, in a long tournament, a lot of games, that's the kind of guy that can be valuable, wear the other top players down. It's a spirited matchup, the opening game for both these nations, as we officially hit the midway point of the second period. Sold out crowd here at Royal Arena. And game 3 of our triple header on TSN and NHL Network. Nice job behind the net as Nechas fell to a knee, continues to work. Nechas gets to that puck, swings at it. He's going to go off for a change. And Marek Chiliak will settle it down. Adam Janosik behind his own net, being watched very closely by Hedl. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Kristoff has it as he drops it off. Sounds like a full college band playing right now in the building.
Marching band's warming up.
Like we're at some NCAA football game or something. All part of the beauty of the World Hockey Championship. Puck battle continues. In the corner, Hedel going to work, back up to the point, and just kept in. Bouncing puck. Spinning try. And a player knocked down, and that player was Faksa. Fans want to call. Long shot, directed behind the net. Nice job here by the Czech Republic.
Tired group of defenders for Slovakia.
Kubalik send it across, that shot right on point, and Chiliak is going to cover up for a much-needed face-off. And Slovakia leads 2-1. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Before the championship even began, around 300,000 tickets sold. Great crowds, beer gardens right outside, and a lot of fun. Just day 2 of the World Hockey Championship in Herning and Copenhagen, the co-host cities this year in Denmark. What do you remember about your time in Europe, Mike?
I played in 1 World Championships in 2000 in St. Petersburg, Russia. First time wearing Canadian jersey, which is a very unique experience for me. My parents came to Russia to watch. We lost, unfortunately, to the Czechs in the semis, and then to Finland in the finals. We came 4th, which was disappointing, but really unique for me because I never was part of Hockey Canada's programs growing up. So to wear that jersey, to have it in my house somewhere, something I'll never take away.
And that championship, these two nations met for that gold medal game, as we mentioned earlier, in 2000. Czechs winning gold that year. There's a big hit. Ferraberry laying the body. Interference to call, and
Tchaikovsky looks like he's going to the box. Plays a physical brand of hockey. Just a little late. Puck's dumped in by Repik. And you can't step into him that long after he's dumped it in. Yeah, they called it. That's a foul. Yeah, right there. They're on it. Referees in training. Sharp. No, no, no. You cannot do that.
So Michael Tchaikovsky, who played in the OHL with Kingston and Ottawa in his 2nd Men's Worlds, and he's now in the box. Interference to call. So down by 1. Czech Republic. Time to go to work now on this power play. As the puck is chipped, and Rato Budas is back. The 27-year-old plays for the Philadelphia Flyers. 3rd round pick of Tampa back in 2010. Starting the play as they get set up. Jervenka there as well. Jervenka has it. Nearly gave it away. As Budas was backtracking just in case. They keep it in the zone. Yaxo whacking at it. Puck is freed, and David Bondra on the penalty kill. Away he goes, moving up ice. Bondra's going to call for a change. Just over 7 minutes to go. In alone to the forehand. And it stopped right through the blue paint, but stopped in time. Thomas Heika, what a chance. You won't get a better look.
All queued up by a horrific change by Christian Jaros. Terrible change late in the neutral zone. Gives up a breakaway because of it. bailed out by Ciliac.
Yaros, the Ottawa Senators prospect, played in 2 NHL games and got away with one there. As the Slovaks able to chip it out, and maybe a chance here. Short-handed, Bondra.
Ooh, that was close to going over the glass.
Streaking in. We've seen a couple delay of game penalties, puck over glass already. Just day 2. Morchik lost the puck, and it's fired right back down the ice as Christoph gets it deep.
Michael Christoph calling for the drop pass when you're not on the same team. That's just dirty pool. It's against the code.
I'm surprised you can even hear anything in this building anyways. Long shot there from distance, and that stopped as Polishik let it go, and Ciliac makes the stop. And a 2-1 hockey game here at Royal Arena. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Saturday night hockey here in Copenhagen, Denmark. And a bit of a delay as the officials are working on the ice.
Third game. There will be some breakdowns. If we take a look at that last chance, Thomas Heike, you can't see the change, but he's all alone as DeLuga's trying to get back on the back check, but he can't get there. He tries to slip it 5-0 as well, but Ciliac gets just enough of it with his right leg to send it out the back door. Watch where the puck hits. Just catches the inside of the knee and slides across the crease.
Fans are loving it. Half of them frustrated, half of them elated.
Thomas Heike, 3 shots on the game. Part of the Vegas Golden Knights organization, had 3 games in Vegas this year, or 10 games in Vegas with 3 points, excuse me. A couple of years with Gatineau in the Quebec Major Junior League. Knows his way around the North American ranks, played in Chicago, mostly the Chicago Wolves. Point-a-game player in the minors. 48 points, 50 games. That is pretty good production.
Here's a look at head coach, Craig Ramsey. Not him, the guy before. So there you go. Did you think I thought that was Craig Ramsey?
Oh, I'm going to talk. Craig Ramsey, one of my former coaches. He was an assistant in Tampa under John Tortorella. And I'm going to have a talk with him after the game and let him know what you just did there.
Well, you were just not paying attention. They did show Craig Ramsey. He's a great player as well. Drafted 2nd round Sabres back in 1971.
Wait a second. How are you sleeping in this game? Oh, wow, she's back. And this is, we hope this isn't going to become an issue. That many ice fixes late in the 2nd period. We still have the 3rd to go.
I'm going to say with all due respect, seeing these fans at 10 a.m. this morning, they could be on their 2nd sleep. So, you know, you could have had a couple of beers, had a nap, and then now you're back.
Don't discount the nap.
You're back and you're engaged. We'll see if the Czech Republic can get engaged here. Down by 1 as Hedl fires it around the boards. Olysik battling, as is Kusel behind the net. In front, Kusel tried to go short side. He still has it. Kusel continues to work on the far wall. He'll drop it off. Hedl falls back up, sends the pass, and that slap pass was off a skate and back into the Czech Republic zone. Just over 5 minutes to go in this second period. And one of our most entertaining games thus far. A small sample size, obviously day 2, but this has been a good one. Long stretch pass up ahead. Kubalik falls, comes out of the zone. Stretch pass up. Backhand try and tight. That stopped as Thomas Yorko, the Chicago Blackhawks organization. Good opportunity in tight. Yorko, a guy I thought had opened up the scoring, going off his skate, but providing the screen in front. Bouncing puck, cleared away by the Slovaks. Christoph, some speed over the blue line. Puck bouncing high. And they'll whistle it down.
Big Radko Gudas, Philadelphia Flyer defenseman known for his physical play. Picked up the penalty on a bit of a inappropriate hit that resulted in the first Slovakian goal. But teams that have Radko Gudas on them really like him. They like having a player that plays with edge, would be a kind way to describe it. The number of times he's been suspended on their own rosters. Nobody likes to play against them.
Ladislav Nagy slides it in as David Bondra chasing behind the net. Play moved up ice. And a check there as that was Heiken knocked off the puck. Cervenka has a quick shot off the leg into the corner. Roman Cervenka. The puck comes into the slot, but nobody there except for David Bondra, who sidesteps a hit and chips it into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck right to Calvin Franzus. Moved up ice quickly. That shot is stopped, but play was whistled down. Leave offside.
There was the guy going on the bench. In international hockey, they have big benches. It's just a reality. And the door is generally inside the blue line. So if you're going off the ice and you decide not to jump over the boards and wait for the door to open up, you will be offside, and that's what happened on that last rush. One of the Czech players was heading to the open door instead of jumping over the boards in the neutral zone.
Marta Netjas taking the draw up against Thomas Marchenko. Marchenko plays for Oshilari Trinic, who we saw in Champions Hockey League playdowns this year on TSN. Bouncing puck comes back into Slovakian zone, and there is Sekera moving it up ice, and that's right on net as Franzus settles it down, plays it to his left, fired along the boards, and Tchaikovsky on the near wall tried to keep it in. Play continues at the blue line, chipped in, and Slovaks trying to change, and they will. Under 3 minutes to go in this second period. Gaskin chips it along the boards. Thomas Plekanec chasing after the puck. Plekanec in a puck battle with Tchaikovsky. Comes to the far circle, shot back in by Hronek. Plekanec took a swipe at it as Kubalik was pinching in, trying to keep it in. It comes back into the neutral ice area and back on the stick of Michael Tchaikovsky. He's going to chip it along the boards. In deep, and faceoff will come all the way down the ice. And again, some pushing and shoving after the play.
A little chippiness ensues. Sulak has been involved in quite a bit in tonight's game. He plays in Finland generally. Tchaikovsky, big man of the KHL. You want to make a play, 2:22 left, you're tired, long change, late in the period, you got the 1-goal lead. Don't need any unnecessary defensive zone faceoffs.
And his birthday's tomorrow, so why not celebrate with a win if possible, right? Light the candle on the win. I can think of worse cities to have a birthday in.
Just gotta keep making plays up the ice if you want to win the game. You can't just shoot it away.
As Cervenka starts the play up ice. Faksa cutting in, he takes a bump behind the goal line. As we hit the 2-minute mark in the second period. Czechs just keep it in, swung on net, and getting a piece was Chiliak. Came in up high. I think he saw it at the last second, and he made the stop. All the way back is Radko Gudas for the Czech Republic. Gudas, head up. It's Cervenka in stride. Quick shot, and that's right in the crest as Chiliak swallows that up for a save.
Some nice routes being run in the neutral zone by Cervenka and Horak in tandem. And Cervenka stretches across the blue line, pushing the defense back, able to handle the puck cleanly, and then takes a look at Horak if see if he's beaten his check up the ice. He had not, so he puts it in on net to get it the face-off.
Cervenka, that one season with the Calgary Flames, had 9 goals, 17 points in 39 games.
Much fanfare when he was brought over to Calgary, touted as kind of the best player not in the NHL.
Kristoff starting the play, and then he drives towards the net, hoping for a tip. And then a player hauled down right in the circle as Kristoff has a goal in this hockey game. Your former teammate Ladislav Nagy, always in a conversation, not shy.
Yeah, that's the Ladislav Nagy I remember. Lots to say. And he was almost a point-a-game player the couple of years I played with him. We were line mates, sat beside each other in the dressing room. We had 5 Slovaks on our team, and Michael Handzus and Branko Radovojevic, Radoslav Suchi. I'd played the Slovakian card games with them. I learned all the words you're not supposed to know in Slovakian.
Did you learn how to give your money away? Is that how that played out?
You can't identify the fish, it's you. Yes, that's right.
He was the former Quebec Junior Player of the Year in the Quebec
Massive
Major Junior
score
League.
in the Quebec League.
A little bit of room now for Plekanec. He's coming in hot. Plekanec fires, and that's kicked aside. 1 minute to go in the second period. Backhand in front, bouncing puck, and cleared away just in time by Smetana. Fired back in, just out of the reach of Kubalik. Behind the nets, Pulisic, bouncing puck right in front, and again, Chiliak was alert. He's really been strong in this hockey game for the Slovaks. Smetana chips it in over the blue line, but putting his teammate offside, so they have to reset as Nechas has it, then loses it at the blue line. 22 seconds remaining. As the wave is going in the building, they're waving all the time here, though. It's not that special. Puck battle continues in the near wall as Nechas gets it up top. Shot deflected in front, through the crease, just sitting there with 7 seconds to go. And Chiliak able to recover in time. That was close. Here's Nagy. One final burst of speed, but the horn sounds as that puts the finishing touches on a very exciting second period.
That play was tipped in front by Nestrasil. Gets it through Chiliak, but cannot find the back of the net as it dribbles through his pads, caroms around like a pinball, but just slides by the post. And so Slovakia ends the period up 1, head into the third.
Excited for that third period, but first, intermission time with Bob Airy and Mark Rowe.
It's the change that matters. Medium and ultra-light technology. From ultra-close shave without irritating your skin. Medium men, the art of shave. Introducing the 2018 IIHF. Player 66. Team 66. Live updates. Introducing guessing game. Predict each game's final score. Win awards and compete with hockey fans around the world. From any smartphones, in your own language. The 2018 IIHF app, powered by Shoda. Download it now from the Apple App Store in Google Play.
Check penalty. 2 minutes. 40.
Saturday night, Royal Arena, Copenhagen, Denmark. Outstanding hockey game. Two great rivals, Slovakia, Czech Republic, and the Slovaks a 2-1 advantage. Mike, I like to pick out some stats sometimes. 46 draws, that would be number 47. The Czechs winning 31 of them, so they're controlling the face-off dot. Could be a key face-off in this third period down the stretch, but right now, it's Slovakia leading where it counts, 2-1.
They have to play a little bit more in the offensive zone if you're Slovakia. You can't rely on your team defense and your goaltender try to get through this 20-minute period. Shots are 24-13 right now. So the Czechs have had the better of the play, but 2 power play goals from Slovakia have them ahead.
Faksa wanted Cervenka the stretch pass, and just a step offside as he's trying to spring him early in the opening seconds of this third period.
Cervenka is such a crafty player with the puck. A lot of poise, patience. Plays in Switzerland, 37 points in 30 games. At that clip in the Swiss League, that is an offensively talented player. Even though he plays wing, he is very good with the puck, controlling it for his line.
So a reminder, tomorrow, it's Austria, Russia, Sweden, Czechs, and Slovakia, Switzerland. So both these nations back on the ice tomorrow. Centering pass in front. Oh, what a good chance in front as Netjas just missed, sliding it through the goal crease, but not in. Swung back up top. Point shot, whistled wide by Morvachik. No one getting a tip on that as Jaskin sent it back up, and unable to keep it in was David Skalinka. And both sides changing on the fly. You shorten benches in a game like this. What do you do, Mike?
You do if you're the Czech Republic and need goals. Ideally, if you're Slovakia, you can trust your checking units in 4. You want to spread the ice time as much out as you can. And probably don't shorten it until probably the last 10 minutes, and then you might start seeing down to 3 lines, down to 2 at some point if one line's really going. Now, let's remember, it is just the first game, and this entire tournament is more of a marathon than a sprint.
Here comes Sulak sprinting in as he lets that go. Nice stop from Juliak. As Juliak has made some real nice stops in this hockey game. Battle continues right in front of the Slovak bench. Fired back in as Janosik. He's got to be careful hustling back. He's being watched by Kusal. Right in the slot, that pass. A nice hustle to chip it down low, and giving chase is Horak. Swung to the near wall and fired back in. So good pressure here. Opening minutes of the third period. Horak spins, dumps it off. Hedel tries to keep it in, and it just comes out of the zone as Hedel unable to get that in deep. Singel at the blue line. They dump it in deep. Singel's going to go off for a change. As is Janosik. Cervenka chips it behind his own net as the Czechs find a way to generate some offense. Trying to tie up this hockey game. Jordan behind his own net. Ladislav Nagy is there. He picks it off. 2 assists in the game. Here's Nagy behind the net. Ladislav Nagy found on it as he lost it.
That water is causing the puck to not slide properly in that corner. He overskated it. Jordan came in right after him. There you see Gudis overskating it. Puck is still sticking on the ice that is not dried yet. 3 minutes into the third period.
So Jordan one more time stretches it up the ice. Was looking for Faksa.
Got a skate guard out. The shot blockers out on the ice right now popped off. The Slovakian defenders.
Faksa moves it up ice. A drag move to the backhand. Cervenka tries that centering pass, picked off in the near circle, nobody home, and that skate guard gets whacked now a few times. It's made its way into the neutral ice area, and eventually a linesman's going to pick it up. That's actually the Canadian linesman, Dusty McCrank, picking it up.
Here you see the speed of Netjas, who skated off this one, takes a pass from Jaskin, trying to go low blocker, but another excellent save from Ciliak. That kind of speed off the puck, though, is where hockey is headed. You gotta be able to skate if you want to create. Netjas can do just that.
Last gold medal for the Czech Republic back in 2010 in Germany. Both these nations fighting the podium in 2012. And trying to get there one more time here in Copenhagen. Pass it in, backhand, nearly tucked in, the rebound in the crease. And finally gloved down as the helmet comes off. Netchas streaking in, and the helmet of Chiliak knocked off, and he looks to be all right.
Same play from Netchas, but from the opposite side. Skating off the puck. Taking a little feed from Yaskin once again. Throw it out to space, skate into it. And he tries to shovel it, 5-0 rebound as well. And then it's actually Granatz's stick coming down on the back of Chiliak's head and knocks his helmet off.
Face off to the right of Eric Chiliak.
I think everyone jumped there. Probably both guys could have been kicked out.
So they reset. They'll do it one more time. Bouncing puck in the far circle. Sekera with a goal in this hockey game. Has it on the far wall. Sekera patiently backhands it down the ice. As Boots takes a big bump in the corner. Knocked off his boots, and that battle continues. As Sulak and Boots in a good one-on-one fight. Could be a heavy game sometimes, some room. Shot, kick, stop, rebound out of harm's way. Sulak has had a number of quality scoring chances in this hockey game. Again, turnover, side of the net, in the slot. That shot high and misses the mark, and that was Nestrasil. Firing it a little bit too high. Nestrasil back on the puck. Head up, brings it up to the blue line. Floats it into the corner. Jordan is down low, gets it behind the net. As Netchas, the teenager, battling. Up top, Gudas fans on it, and good job by Gudas as he had to battle to get that puck in deeper try to where Skalicki was gone. Both teams changing. Backhand to Tomasz Plekanec.
If you're on Slovakia and you see Sulak out there, get on your horse as a forward because he is jumping up in the play every single time. Trying to beat his forward up the ice and generate the odd man rush or a seam pass to a guy coming late. And he's been dangerous. So this third period has kind of started the way most of this game is played out. Most of the action in Slovakia's end. Slovakia bending but not breaking at 5-on-5.
Plekanec, Repik, and Kubalik listed as the third line for the Czechs, but they've had a strong hockey game. Face-off controlled, quick pass in front. That was broken up right at the last second and moved up ice by Christoph. Drops it off. Shot didn't get through as Christoph goes back into the corner. Ladislav Nagy takes a bump from behind, picks up the puck near circle. Back up, and Janosik gets it back down low. Good battle behind the net. Wraparound try in front. Popped out in front, but no one could get a shot off. It's Christoph. This line is buzzing. Christoph a goal in the hockey game, and he was nearly freed up right in the slot with a juicy opportunity. That shot from distance off a skate into the corner and all the way back into the Czech zone.
Someone tell Tchaikovsky, do not drop to stop a puck from getting around the boards unless you stop it, because then you're on your knees. If you don't get it, you get a 2-on-1 developed right away. Stay on your skates.
Another turnover, the Czechs in tight, passing play, and it just bounced over the stick of Tomasz Hajka, who couldn't get the shot off as Hajka's back on the puck. Swung in front, Cervenka. Shot didn't get through, in the legs. Another spinning try. As the puck bounces into the near corner, Polisic. As the Czechs try to get set up one more time. Bouncing puck shot hits Cervenka right in front and goes into the near corner. Cervenka lost it. Pinned against the near boards in a battle with Hashka. And finally the puck is released and Branek sends it all the way down the ice, and that should be icing.
Again, tired defenders for Slovakia trying to figure it out. Foxen tries to pop it back door, but Daluga picks it off. And turns it aside. Good active stick by 71 right here. In the air, and then joust with Heika. Make sure he can't poke it in the empty net. And being as tired as they were, I think Craig Ramsey is going to take his time out. Let his guys rest. Talk to them about calming down. Make sure, he can read his lips. If you have to change, make sure to get it out. Make sure to have good clears, responsible changes. But you gotta make plays. You can't just keep shooting it away, or else you will be playing in your own end the entire night. Craig Ramsey knows an awful lot about good defense. He's trying to impart some wisdom to his team, who needs it for 13 more minutes.
Won a Selke Trophy back in 1985. What was he like as a coach?
He was a teacher, he was soft-spoken, and he was a communicator. And all things that I appreciated. He wouldn't yell and scream. It's even funny to see him as demonstrative as he just was, because I never saw that. We had John Tortorella as the head coach, so we had plenty of demonstrativeness available to our team.
As the Slovaks try to get it in deep. Fired behind the net. Jordan sends that up ice. As Netchas going towards the net. Centering passes high to the near circle. Finally comes down, and Sekera is on it. He'll calmly backhand it into the neutral ice area. And on the move is David Butz. Butz loses it. Just over 12 minutes to go in this third period. Christian Jaros. Played a couple games with the Senators in the NHL. Up to Bondra, waits, fires, and whistles that wide. Any similarities to Dad's shot at all?
Not quite the same kind of speed that Peter played with. Peter Bondra's best asset, he could really skate it. Look out.
Slovakia, a 2-1 advantage here at Royal Arena. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. The building's been bumping. Entertaining hockey game. Slovakia leading 2-1.
It's a fun day. It's a great way to cap it. 3 games, progressively building up to this one, and fans have not sat down the entire third period behind Francouz.
As the puck is kept in by the Slovaks. Jurko towards the net. Rebound in front. Jurko driving. And a good stop by Francouz. Thomas Plekanec advancing the puck up ice. Repik chips it down behind the goal line, then picks it up behind the net. Backhands it for Plekanec. Plekanec tries to drive it towards the crease. Unsuccessful. Good body check at the far wall as Jurko sends it all the way down the ice, and the faceoff will come all the way back in front of Marek Jiliak.
We talked about the comfort and willingness of Slovakia to just ice the puck. Craig Ramsey rather has a defensive zone faceoff than a turnover when you're running around. I'd like to have seen Jurko make a play there, but just hammered it down the ice, start over.
Faceoff controlled by the Czechs. Zipped along the boards all the way up, and Gudas winds up, fires, tipped in front, and Chiliak got a piece to make the stop. And plays whistle down, and so we have a stoppage and a penalty, a holding call.
Slovakia, Deluga's gonna go. And that's what happens. You play too much in your own end, you're tired, you ice it, you lose a face-off, you play some more in your own end, you don't have the legs that you need to play defense properly. You end up reaching, hooking, and holding. And Deluga chasing right here on Faksa. Grabs a hold of his pants, hand inside his hips. Tries to sell like he doesn't have them, but he did.
Love that. Every time Nedja sets up for the face-off, he does that sort of three-club twirl out of Tiger Woods after a good shot. Sort of his thing before he takes a draw.
And then he gets kicked out. Without taking it.
It's still cool. It looks cool, right? Is it all about looking cool on the ice, Mike?
Always, you know that.
Looking cool, hockey here, whatever. Nedjas is back on it. He'll drop it off, back to the point. The Czechs be real cool if they can score a goal here. They need one in front. Nice wraparound try as Jaskin put it to the forehand, whipped it on net, and stopped again by Chiliak.
A willingness to take the puck to the net once from the goal line will open up the passes next time down for Jaskin.
Sulak, air in the wind, and he was moving, brought it over the blue line, but Sulak and company can't keep it in. And it's fired back down the ice. Just over a minute to go in this man advantage, and we're about to hit the midway point of the third period. And that's not the way to set it up as Christian Jaros picks that off, fires it down the ice. Let's see what Repik can do. Centering pass in front off the skate into the corner. And again, Slovakia able to clear, and then Gudas got tied up with a linesman, then gives him an earful. Swung around to the far corner. Michael Repik has it one more time. Repik drops it off, fires it towards the Slovak bench. That's intercepted. And Single has it. Nice job to chip it in, and he continues to move into the corner. Single kills off a few more seconds with 16 remaining in the power play. Puck chipped up ahead, bouncing behind the net as Thomas Heika was streaking in. Slanika able to chip it in deep into the corner. And again, chipped out of the zone. And out of the box, penalty over, so a nice kill at a crucial point of the hockey game by Slovakia. Puck is played behind the net as Chiliak decided to advance it and play it, and eventually it's Sekera getting it out of the zone as the Slovaks going for a change. Adosik has it. Pass in front, shot stopped, and nice opportunity and a good save from Franzus as it's fired in back down low. Slovakia now applying the pressure. That pass in the near circle was picked off, and Slovaks retreat in their own zone. Chipped in deep one more time, and now quick changes from Slovakia. Just over 8 minutes to go, and what a big 3 points this would be if they can hang on. Pass up ahead is Hashka cutting in. That shot stopped. Rebound in front, and finally Franzus thought he had covered it, and then a player crashing into the crease. Play continues. Shot is stopped, and look out! A chance the other way with some space to the forehand, and that is stopped as Jaskin was sprung. But again, a great save. Another shot. Jaskin in front. Rebound hopped over the stick. Incredible chances here from the Czech Republic, but unable to convert. And finally, Slovakia clears, and another change. Morbachik is back for the Czechs. He drops it off. Swung up ahead. Jaskin had it knocked off his stick. Repik is on the move behind the net. Quick to center it. Unfortunately for him, nobody home. The Czechs with some pressure now, and Repik back at it. Plekanec trying to help out. Can't get there in time. Swung to the far wall as they got their signals crossed. But Sekera able to advance it out, and he goes off for a change. Under 7 minutes to go. Puck brought in by Kubalik. Kubalik, head up, fires it towards the net. Bouncing puck, and Gudas is pinching in. Buchanan's nice job to keep it in. Whistles all the way around behind the net. Repik battling, has Kubalik with him. Repik, Kubalik, and nothing doing yet, and no whistle yet as they just stand around. Maybe they're both tired. As both sides continue to battle. Kubalik taken down, gets back up, taken down again. A nice job from Single to chip it down the ice, and another change. So textbook hockey right now from Slovakia, and by that I mean they're just hanging on. Fired back in by Thomas Jurko. Play behind Franzus. Swung up ahead as they were looking to stretch it up and get it to Haika, but they couldn't get it to him. Brought in now over the blue line. Bouncing puck, and Spanika was stripped of it before he could get the shot away. As Hashka tried to move it up ice, that's picked off, sent back down, and icing the call, and finally a face-off in the Czech zone.
Good system defense, though, for Slovakia. You've referenced it a few times. Quick changes, making sure to get one guy puck pressuring, two guys back, but don't sit so far back that you're allowing easy access to your zone. Yaskin almost gets one here, but the good wheels of Deluga tracks him down. And he can't believe he was not able to stay free.
Another face-off, and another chance to reset. We've seen that a few times as Nikus waved out. Slovaks control, they'll dump it in deep. And I'm suggesting rinse and repeat right now for Slovakia. Kill off the seconds, get it in deep, quick changes. And a nice job again, fired on net, handled as Hashka got it on Franzus at the far wall. And finally the Czechs come away with a little bit of speed. Net chance towards the net, deflected in front, but steered out of harm's way. Yaskin has had some looks in front. Netjas couldn't get a stick on it. Yaskin. Dmitry Yaskin. Back on the puck. Netjas up to the point. Big shot, and that's knocked down in front. Never got through. One more time to the point. Pulisic. Again, deflected into the far corner. Yaskin out there a long time offensively. Finally a chance for the Slovaks to change. As Buchanan gets knocked down, back up, tries to get it to the point. As Buchanan lets it go and then goes behind the goal line in pursuit of the puck. Back up top, Pulisic fires, that's in the skates. And swung into the near corner. With 4 minutes remaining in the third period. There's a turnover. Oh, what a chance, backdoor. Unbelievable chance, and then eventually covered up. I mean, if you want an opportunity, it doesn't get much better than that. Slovakia leads here at Royal Arena. Welcome back to Royal Arena, and we can confirm it now, what we've been pretty much saying all night. Sellout crowd, official attendance, just under 13,000. And I'm sure with all the world media set up here, there's a lot more space for seats, but the ones available, it is full. And treated to a fantastic game. Question is, can Slovakia hang on? Just under 4 minutes to go in the third in a 2-1 hockey game. Worth pointing out as well, last year, we mentioned off the top of the show, it was an awful performance from Slovakia last year. They finished 14th, worst finish ever at this tournament. Their only win last year, an overtime victory against Italy.
So to get your tournament started with a potential win over your rival, Czech Republic.
Cervenka wins the draw, bouncing puck, goes into the near corner. Sulak battling, loses it, and Jurko fires it in. This time slowly running out for the Czech Republic as Ratko Kudus sends it to the far wall. Cross country, backhand pass. And that would have been Sulak offside. Play continues though.
Yeah, Jurko brought it back into his own end with his foot, so makes everyone onside.
Pretty slick. Shot from Kudus, didn't really get through. Back to the near corner. Play behind the net. Centering pass in front. Cervenka fires. Oh, big kick stop, and one of the best from Marek Chiliak, as Cervenka was that close to making it 2-2.
And the whole sequence started with exactly what you're talking about. Jurko bringing the puck back into his own end with his foot. And the Slovakians never got settled once again. Breakdown chasing, and Cervenka walks right into it on his forehand. Tries to get it underneath. It gets past the paddle, but gets tucked under the pad of Chiliak. Just gets his pads to the ice at the last possible instant. And that was the earlier miss from Repik. Back door, puck bouncing a bit. He's falling back, trying to elevate it. He goes right underneath it.
Net Jazz taking the draw, checks control. Back to the near wall. Thrown in front by Nestrasil. Nobody there to accept that pass. Back to the far wall, long shot. Nice stop there. Jaskin swings at it. And a big collision at the far wall, and Cervenka taking the brunt of that. Play continues behind the net. Nestrasil, net now empty. So the extra attacker out with 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go. That pass sent cross country, it just came out. So offside, it was close.
Linesmen are generally better than my eyes, but that one looked like it was close enough. So now Francouz back into the net. And here you see it, Polasek. Did this one get out? Oh gosh, the linesmen are good. Well done. Bang on.
Of course they're good. Canadian linesman out there, Dustin McCrank.
Dusty doesn't fool around.
He's not gonna miss.
He's on it.
Come on. So what an opportunity. Unfortunately for the Czechs, Francouz is back in his net, but likely not for very long, as Cervenka tries to get it deep, though backhanded, and Francouz watches that slide through the crease, so that'll be an icing call.
And you wonder if Francouz comes now with the face-off, or does he wait for possession? He's on his way halfway to the bench. He's on the bench. As Josef Jandac says, you know what? 2:30. We want to give ourselves lots of time, multiple opportunities, multiple lines to try to tie this game. Goalie out early, offensive zone face-offs where they've been dominating most of the night.
It has been close, Mike. They have absolutely killed in the face-off department, except for that one. And that'll whistle wide, so again, they'll do it one more time, icing all the way in front of Chiliak.
Now, there's been a conversation about what the play is to do when you have a chance to make it, shoot it for the empty net. Should you, or should you chip it out? Apparently the numbers tell you that if there's more than 30 seconds left and you have a clean look, shoot it. Trust your defense and your face-offs. You're more likely to end the game by scoring than giving up one because you iced it. Far more likely.
So again, it's Radek Faksa taking the draw, and this time it's Juraj Mikus. Let's welcome our viewers in now who are watching the United States shut out Denmark over in Herning, the other host city. And we have a dandy. It's Slovakia, 2-1 advantage. Just over 2 minutes ago, net empty, shot from the side, bouncing puck in front as they jam away. And it was Faksa with a good chance in tight, but he couldn't convert. So 2 minutes ago, net empty for the Czech Republic. Extra attack route, long shot, and that stop might have hit a part of the bar behind Chiliak. And a nice job as the Slovaks able to chip it out, and they get a much-needed change. Sulak is back. As the Czechs swing it up ice. And there's Jaskin at the blue line. He chips it in deep. Rako Gudas chips it behind the net. Nice job from Jaskin. Gets it back up to the blue line. Sulak calling for it, fires, and that's deflected just wide. Jaskin back to work as they chip it right in the crease. Bouncing puck, and quick to cover up is Chiliak, who's been a star for Slovakia in this hockey game.
The goaltender has been excellent. The shot clock running away from him. And you see all the bodies in front. Gratnat's trying to save it. Goes right through his feet. Chiliak just gets a piece of it. And Slovakia's already used their timeout on a tired sequence off an ice. Now the Czech Republic will use theirs to reset, rest their #1 unit. It has been pretty lopsided. 37-17 now, the shots for the Czech Republic. You see Vinny Prospel, they'd like to have him out there right now. Nobody loves scoring and setting up plays more than Vinny Prospel. Long time, great NHLer with the whiteboard diagramming up his plays. And we'll all start with know your routes when you win the faceoff. Know your routes if you lose the faceoffs.
Well, they could also call on, there's about 1,000 Jaromir Jagrs in the building, or at least wearing his jersey. 70 points in 70 games played at the World Championships. His last one in his home country when it was Prague in 2015. That was the year that Sidney Crosby was the captain, and man, they had an all-star team as Canada rolled. And that year, Sidney Crosby joined the Triple Gold Club, Stanley Cup, Olympic gold, and gold at the World Hockey Championship. And a 39-year-old Russian just joined that group as well, and you saw him at the recent Olympics. The Magic Man, Pavel Datsyuk, joining that Triple Gold Club as well. Slovaks control off the face-off, and they whip it out of the zone. And a good job from Single as he brings it up ice. Single, empty net. Oh, and he fires it high and misses. That would have been huge and would have sealed it. But the Czechs still have light. Cervenka has it. He'll dump it in. Sulak giving chase behind the net. Needs some help. Kept in. Gudas fires, tipped twice and just missed. Puck bouncing behind the net as Repik is there. Repik goes and parks himself in front of the net. Swung back to the point. Shot in the skates. Didn't get through. Gudas falls. Kept in. That's gloved down. Christian Jaros, a nice job, and he clears the zone. And the Slovaks, with 26 seconds remaining, they go for a full change. And the fans at Royal Arena, I would say, rising to their feet, but they've been on their feet the entire game. As the Czechs, maybe one last chance. Quick shot, scores! Martin Necas! Oh, what a goal from the teenager! Tying it up with 9 seconds remaining.
Time was running out, and they went to a guy who's been flying this entire game. Necas, those young legs, takes a puck on a couple of Slovakian defenders standing pretty still, backing up, driving it wide. And of all the pucks that have found a way to stay out of the Slovakian net for Chiliak, who have played so well, he can't believe that one stuck underneath his arm and to the back of the net. And a celebration worth remembering for the teenager. Under 10 to go, tying it up against Slovakia in his first World Championship game.
On the 39th shot of the game, we have liftoff in Denmark. Martin Necas, the 19-year-old, the 12th overall pick of the Carolina Hurricanes in 2017. I know it's been a rough season for the Hurricanes, but you got a good one coming on up as Necas has tied it up at 2. And why would we want it to stop? I know the crowd doesn't. Game 3 of our triple header, and Mike Johnson, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, this game deserves a little extra time, and the Czech Republic really rewarded for their strong play. Number of chances that they generated. And it's heartbreaking for Ciliak, who played so well this game. And this puck that he expects to save from Nechas slips through his body between his arm and jersey. And here's the Singal. He's got the empty netter. He took so long to shoot it that Cervenka got back and got a piece of it. Game should have been over there. It's not. And the quick release drive from Nechas. And oh man, that is a lonely feeling for Lucas Singal, knowing that he could end the game. And now, Czechs are having party time.
So a try scrape, don't go anywhere. 3-on-3 overtime next from Royal Arena. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. In the dying seconds, Martin Nechas tying the hockey game up at 2. So now 3-on-3 hockey. You talked about young legs. It'd be pretty nice to see some of the youngsters out there. And Philip Hedl, and obviously Nechas. I'm sure he's got a lot more adrenaline now in the tank after scoring that goal.
He almost leapt over the glass celebrating that one. And so now 3-on-3, Slovakia has to try to gather themselves, get over the disappointment, re-engage your offensive mindset, big ice, value possession, be patient, and go back out there and get the game winner and forget about what happened 10 seconds ago.
So at center ice, Christoph, who has a goal in this hockey game, Faxa, and we're underway. 5 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey. And what a great battle on a Saturday night here in Copenhagen, Denmark. Cervenka winding up, Cervenka in, fires, and that stopped. And for Ciliak, you said it, one of the storylines, his goaltending, and so hard to give one up late when he basically put his nation on his back.
And he'd been great all game long, and tried here, Karam's in again underneath his pad. Squeezes that one, barely, as Cervenka going captain on captain with Andre Sekera. Turns him and puts his first shot of overtime on net. 3-on-3 faceoffs are important. You don't want to chase for 30 seconds of your shift because you've lost a faceoff. So there's your 3-twirl Nechas.
I love it.
See if he doesn't get kicked out.
3 twirls, and Christoph the 1 twirl. As the Czechs control. Nechas. Head up, has Haika as well. And Sulak. Drop pass for Sulak. Nechas. They continue to cycle. Brought right out of the zone. Haika. Head up, brings it over the blue line. Haika, Nechas, back door, oh, kick stop. Oh, and he goes hard into the boards, and he is down and he might be knocked right out cold. Oh no. As Chiliak goes to check on him, he went in with tons of speed and crashed into the boards behind the netminder.
Talked about how strong a skater Netchas is. And he took that puck in alone, couldn't corral it. He's thinking about being the hero here, trying to go backhand, forehand, but as he loses it, Chiliak ties him up a little bit and, oh, full flight. He takes the brunt of it on his right shoulder. Heika slides it over. Oh, it's a violent collision. He is down and out right away.
Shoulder, Mike, or maybe like the elbow?
The right shoulder gets caught up over his head, but he waves off a stretcher. That's great news, and is skating off under his own power. Obviously in distress, but moving his right arm, getting the hair out of his face, and hopefully it's winded or just jarred, because that was a violent collision. And hopefully those young bones, ligaments, and muscles there, the right shoulder working it through.
Well, we'll see if he stays on the bench, but obviously some nervous times, and you knew the goalie right away. You saw Mirek Chiliak go out to him. I mean, as loud as this building is, he heard it. We heard it up here. It's amazing how this crowd can go silent that quickly, but let's hope the young man is okay. So still in the first minute of this 3-on-3 overtime in a 2-2 game. And we'll see if both sides can settle down. You never want to see anyone get hurt, especially a young man, teenager in his first ever World Championship. Cervenka has it for the Czechs. As Cervenka up to Faksa. Faksa in front, Cervenka backdoor, and he couldn't get the shot off. Faksa has it, Cervenka driving towards the net as he settles it down and drops it off. Faksa behind the net, being watched closely. Faksa still on it, has Gudas, drops it to him, and Ratko Gudas, the Philadelphia Flyer. Little fake, brings it over the blue line. Here's Gudas in, quick shot, and that's right in the crest. And oh, Chiliak, he wanted to maybe play it quick or at least fake him out, but a nice move from the NHL veteran.
I like seeing Radko Gudas a little around the world. The news one right here, fake drop pass, we call this around the world. And well, it's not as smooth as some do it, but it works well enough that he little fake and able to drop a wrister into the crest of Chiliak. Radko Gudas leading the Czech Republic in time on ice for today's game.
Well, they've won about 63% of the face-offs in this game, and really, in this 3-on-3, Slovakia hasn't even seen the offensive zone yet. So we'll see if that trend continues. A Single now has it. They do win this one and control off the draw. Lucas Single behind his own net. Marchenko there as well with the captain, as that's intercepted. Nestor still up. Nestor still head up, fires, and whistles that high and wide, and you got to be careful. You want to make sure you hit the net. Otherwise, the other team could be sprung the other way real quick. Pulisic advances it up. Drag shot to the forehand, backhand, oh, scores! It's in, back of the net. Dmitry Yaskin, your hero, as the Czech Republic come all the way back and win in overtime.
Well, Yaskin was due. He had chances galore. And he puts a wrister into the body of Sekera, but corrals the rebound and able to elevate it past a sprawled out Ciliac to get the overtime winning goal. Not even close to his best chance of the game, but Yaskin shows the strength and power from through. Sekera shovel a shot above the pad, below the glove of Ciliac. And heartbreak for Slovakia, 10 seconds away of a monstrous win. And the Czech Republic rewarded with their strong play throughout. Late goal by Netchas, game winner by Yaskin. And these two countries produced a classic. Again, great to see Netchas on the ice. Celebrating, he might get player of the game for that matter, the way he played.
be awarded.
And there you
with
see
the official
Netjas
watch
moving around
from
well.
Tissot,
Eyes clear.
official timekeeper of the 2018
So the Czechs, some dramatics
IIHF
on night number 2 at the World Hockey Championship. They've now won 4 of the last 5 against Slovakia. So coming up next, your player of the game from each side, plus the national anthem of the Czech Republic.
Marketing. The best player from Team Slovakia, number 1, Marek Chiliak.
And I'll agree with that.
Yeah, and the worst part for Chiliak, he played great. Outstanding game. The tying goal is a goal he should save. And he knows it. 39 saves, 42 shots, and he will be haunted by the one that got by him with 10 seconds left in the game. And he will tell you, he should save.
Plays in the Czech Extraliga with Kometa Brno. And I'm curious the decision for this one.
The best player from the Czech
Netjas.
Republic with number 18, Dominik Kubalik.
Kubalik scored the first goal for the Czech Republic, had quite a few shots. More of an impression early in the game as opposed to late, but good on him. As it was a team effort for the Czech Republic.
A goal and an assist. So what a way to cap off night number 2 at the Worlds in Denmark. A quick photo, and just a reminder, coming up tomorrow in our group, the Czechs back in action against Sweden, and the night game, it's Slovakia and Switzerland. But first, this sold-out crowd. This is Can't Miss TV. I like she's announcing to rise to your feet for the national anthem. Too late. Here it comes. National anthem of the Czech Republic.
Dimitri, early on it seemed as though the puck was just rolling by the goal line. Was the bench getting a little bit frustrated?
Well, you know, the ice is not the best, and goalie's good. You know, he got lucky a few times, but we just kept going, and he paid off.
Physical play seemed to be a big presence in the game. Was that the game plan heading in?
Oh yeah, you know, it's a big ice. You can't really play physical that much as on the small one, but for sure it's a long tournament, and you know, other teams, they're gonna lose energy. It's only good for us.
Netchas plays with the goaltender you just played against, Merrick. Did he give the team tips on where to shoot?
No, we didn't really talk about it, but you know, he's a good goalie, and we found a way, so it's good.
Talk about your last goal. What happened?
Well, you know, I just saw I was going one-on-one and try and shoot it through, bounce my way, and then lucky bounce over the goalie. So just a good sequence.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Andre, early in the game, your power play was working very well. You were in on both goals. What was clicking?
We just keep it simple. You know, somebody in front won the draw and got shot through, and goalie didn't see it.
At the end of the game there, it seems as though the team ran out of steam. What happened?
Yeah, I think they played better the third period, and we were just sagging back, defending, and they were coming full steam. Kind of lucky goal, but that's hockey.
What can you say about Merrick, your goaltender?
He was unreal today. He kept us in the game. He made some huge saves for us, and he was strong all 65 minutes for us.
Best luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.